Now this, make some noise. All right. I'm Jewish and Italian, so I was just born looking like the nose and eyebrows disguise. I know I look like a smaller Jewish Eli Manning. Like half my family are these like loud, like fist bumping, angry Italian American Guidos, and the other half is calling the police on them. I have a sweet Jewish grandma. She's really sweet. Like, she's 95 years old. And at the end of every phone call, she's always like, Austin, be very careful. And it's really cute. Like, she means well. But sometimes she's kind of specific. It's a little ominous. She'll be like, be very careful. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Like, Grandma, what do you know? I don't feel safe. All Italian American people, they look exactly how they sound. Like the bigger dudes, the more baritone, like, how you doing, boss? Good to see you, how are you? And as they get shorter, they get angry for some reason. They sound more like Joe Pesci. How you doing? I had to break your legs in, you mother son of a piece of son of a mother. I was an ugly child. When I was 10 years old, I was 5'3", and I weighed 160 pounds. I had a small mustache. I looked exactly like my mom. I had a lot of angst growing up. I would listen to pop punk music. Pop punk music's the kind of music where the singer's super upset, but their lives are not that bad. I would listen to this one song by Simple Plan every day. It was just like, when you're spending every day on your own, here it goes, I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. What? Like, the worst thing that happened that dude's day is that no one hit him up. His life is fine. I feel like pop punk songs should be sung by kids that actually have horrible lives. Where are you? And I have sepsis. Cannot sleep. I cannot breathe tonight. My organs literally shut down. Sad and so I cannot go. I have to defend my village. I'm just a kid and I'm also a soldier. We live in a crazy time period. Trump he's really defensive. He always seems like he just bumped into an ex-girlfriend. Every time you see a video of him, he's like, me, I'm doing so well, you wouldn't believe it. I have so many friends, more friends than probably anybody. I'm doing Peloton now. Excuse me, I'm doing very well. RFK Jr. is the Secretary of Health. That's interesting. Every time I see RFK Jr. speak, he's just like, sounds like randomly generated AI text. He's just like, I remember when I was a little boy. I had a pet falcon. I would fly it to the top of the mountain and feed me worms. Father would take me to McDonald's and make me eat all the toys. We're bringing polio back. Every American will be injected with the Hanta virus. Wanta Hanta, don't you want to Wanta Hanta? RFK Jr. doesn't like 5G because he doesn't have any service. He's just like, hello, why can't you hear me? I have full bars. Hello, why can't you hear me? Hello. His voice is just house music. It's just, hello, why can't you hear me?
I was at the dentist the other day and my dentist was like, whoa, you have a really small mouth. And I was like, yeah, and I got a small too. I was like, really? Are we saying sick comments about women like this in 2026? I just moved to New York City from Idaho, and I'm low-key kind of feeling like Joe March in Little Women, except she moved to New York City to make enough money to help her struggling family, and I moved to New York City to make more money for myself by telling you jokes about my Actually, the real reason that I moved to New York is because I would lay in my bed and this mysterious light would wash over me, and it was the light shining from Roku City on my 55-inch flat screen TV, and I was like, God is telling me to go. Growing up, I did deal a lot with body dysmorphia, and having a case of the dysmorphies is kind of like waking up and looking in the mirror, and you don't know if you look like Optimus Prime or like a peanut. Speaking of problems that mothers instill in their daughters, I'm actually really worried about my dog because I think she might have bulimia. Every time I feed her a big slice of chocolate cake, she just starts throwing up a bunch afterwards. The scrolling is getting really out of hand for me, so I ended up at the chiropractor, and she was like, yeah, you do have a really bad case of tech neck, and if you're not careful, that could cause tech back, and if you don't watch out, in really rare cases, that could lead to tech and tech crack. I'm sorry because you told me before this not to curse, and I have said the word 4 times now, including that one, and I give you permission to cut that out of my set, but if you do, that does feel like a crime against women. My mom also just had like really creative ways of teaching me as a kid. Like, she never taught me to believe in the tooth fairy, but she did lead me to believe that if I didn't stop sucking my thumb, I would turn into a lesbian, which is a crazy thing to say to a 7-year-old. But also I was 7, so I get it. The options were exhausted by that point. She also used to tell me when I was a kid, my mom would say, never go on a train, because that's where crazy people go to pee-pee and poo-poo on them. And now that I live in New York City, I'm starting to think maybe she had a point, which begs the question, am I a lesbian? I did end up married to a man, but he weighs less than me, has really cute patchwork tattoos, and when we argue, he says stuff like, it's not what you said, it's actually how you said it. Giving woman on woman to me. My greatest fear is like health problems. In my family, there's been this hereditary gene passed down that causes a condition called DUI. Symptoms can include chugging bottles of wine, going 120 on the freeway, and then when the cop pulls you over, you say, what? I just had a beer with dinner. I don't understand what the big deal is. No, my family's really chill though. Most of them are dead and the rest are not allowed in Canada for the most part, but the ones that are living and breathing are having a really good time in the continental United States. Am I supposed to leave?
I am a tall woman. I'm 6'1". We normally don't come in this model. I'm the Cybertruck of women. Is HR outside with the gun? This is a very bizarre feeling. So I quit therapy this year because I want to like my parents again. It worked. Quit the remembering is my advice to you. I had to quit because my therapist revealed she was getting Botox. I was like, I can't heal watching my money go into your forehead. I thought we were working on my inner beauty. You can't be getting hotter every week. I started pricing things in terms of how many therapy sessions they would cost. And I did buy a mattress that's worth 15 therapy sessions. And you know what? It feels like it. Maybe I didn't need to rescue my inner child. Maybe I just needed a good night's sleep. All right, everyone's on Lexapro. I get it. My number one fear growing up was that I would turn into my mom. That was stupid because I didn't watch out for turning into my dad. Like, my dad's a really sweet guy. He looks like the guy on the Pringles can. I started reading Quora articles. You guys know what Quora is? Yeah, it's for people who can't figure out Reddit. It's a scary place. I see you're all on Reddit right now. The answer to every inquiry on Quora is just the Bible and WD-40. Like, the Lord will lube you to a solution. That's what they're doing on there. I also started making all the same noises my dad makes when he takes out the trash. You guys know how dads go from zero to their own personal war zone? And he's a boomer too, so he has like boomer's Tourette's about it. He's like, oh, I got everything I wanted. The economy was set up for me. But this is keeping me from watching Bill Maher. Shoot. I went home over the holidays. Well, I dissociate. So did I. My body went home over the holidays. And my parents were very excited because they just refinished the basement and they wanted to give me a tour. I don't know if you've ever been offered a tour of your childhood home by your parents, but it is not necessary. It's the opposite of going to Disney World. It's not where dreams are made. It's where the shadows started. We go downstairs, they point at the wall. They're like, look at this wall. We painted it green. Do you like this color green? I'm like, yeah. I still think it's gross when people tell me they love me. Maybe parenting shouldn't be a DIY job. Maybe you should bring in one guy who knows how to lay pipe. I have a birthday coming up this year. I think I'm doing great for 28. Unfortunately, I'm turning 40 is the problem. I'm going through my midlife crisis. I didn't know you don't get to choose the theme of your midlife crisis. It just like surprise attacks you. First of all, I'm from Ohio. And when you're from Ohio, you're never not from Ohio. It's like having HPV. We have it for life and we're spreading it around. We're putting chili on pasta in Italy. Like, we're freaks. We're destroying culture one plate at a time. All right? All right. No interaction. Feels like that's my time. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the break room. I'm going to make it weird.